Well, hello, everybody. We are live with Max. And he's feeling extra fluffy right now, apparently. Let's just see if we can get his head on there for you. Oops. Hi, buddy. You gonna fluff again? Mr. Fluffer up again. Alright, looks like we're live on Facebook. I'm just going to go check for live on YouTube. Make sure that all technology is working as it should. Okay, and what do you think, Max? Oops. Wow, there we go. Yeah, we are definitely live on YouTube, on Facebook. What about YouTube, buddy? Can we make it onto the YouTubes? We're just gonna have to go here and go to your. We're live, Max. Happy Saturday, everybody. You want an apple? We got some snacks. But first we need to say hello to Esther, Isaac, Logan made it. Carrie and Marco. Karen. Candy. Lunelli. Hello, everybody. Hi, Melissa. Yeah, apparently we are going to be a little bit loud right now. What do you think, Max? And people are very excited. What do you think, Max? Are there going to be eggies today? Were you a good boy? Were you a good boy this week? You had a busy week. You supervised the roofers across the street. That was fun. What else did you do this week, honey? You went for a couple of walks. You played on the bed. You had a big bath last night, didn't you? Yeah. And Max was not too sure that he wanted a bath last night until I mentioned to him that today we've got a very special outing and he needs to look pretty, so he hopped right in the bathroom. Yeah, Max? Look for Max, the bath's all about toys. He's just a toddler in the tub. Alright. Pull the eggies out of the microwave, Max. Yeah? I don't know what you're saying over there, T-Cal, but you're sure chatty. But yeah, thanks everybody for joining us today. Alright. You know what, Max? I got a coffee to make. Coffee. Coffee. Yeah, Max. So Max, today we've got a senior's home visit. Yeah. And you know what? Your friend Brian's going to be there. You ready for cuddles from Brian? Yeah. Now, what do you think about it? What harness do you want to wear? I don't know. You might need a flight suit too. I don't know if it's indoors or not. Well, I know it's indoors. I don't know if it's carpeted or not? That's the problem. Yeah, we'll find out. You can help me find out, buddy. Oh, yes. Now, are you excited about your outing, Max? Are you excited? Yes, you are excited. You're saying, well, how come we can't go right now, Mom? Okay. I just made my coffee. And I'm just going to see if these eggs are cool enough yet. I think they're still pretty hot now. Gotta cool. Oh, yeah. Actually, these eggs are not too bad, honey. And I got a cone right here. Baby cone for the win. Whoops. Well, that didn't work. My baby cone just exploded, buddy. Got another one here. Yeah, I'll give your brother that cone. All right, buddy. And see, we got a half a cone here. One that just exploded, and we got a full cone here. Okay. I know, Max. Who wants an eggy cone? Who wants a cone? You got it. Good job. Oh, Chico, look, she just gave that cone is priceless. Grabbed it, turned it around, and looked at the missing cone. Said, what the heck's going on? What the hecky who's going on? Hi, Sharon. Raven Keen's here. She is our moderator. Oh, no, Logan, sorry to hear that your family's sick, but hopefully you're feeling okay and you're enjoying yourself. Hey, Alex! Alex is here. Doris is here. Oh, my gosh. Boucher? I'm never quite sure how to pronounce your name. Cammy, hi, Barbara. Yeah, Logan, I'm so excited that you made the stream today. I just have to go serve some more eggies. Who wants eggies? Oh boy. Yeah, one eggie for the entire flock. Hi, what's this? Good. Yes. And stretch your foot. Mango. Hello, Mango. Oh, that's so good, Mango. Yum, yum. Yes. So I was out for a walk yesterday and I noticed the first robin of 2025. Cammy asked, has it been a concern the kind of eggs you see the flock of bird flu going around? Absolutely. Food security is a big issue with avian flu going around. And what I've done is eggs get thoroughly cooked. The flock does not get shells. Is that good? They get thoroughly cooked. I don't have faith that I'm going to get a notification if eggs are out that have been infected with avian flu. The government of Alberta seems to have taken, how to say this politely, they're not taking it with the same degree of rigor that I'd like to see them take it, let's put it that way. They quit doing reporting on wild birds and testing on wild birds a year ago or so. And they are doing some stuff with avian flu, but I don't think it's going to be enough. So we're super careful. When we go outside, I'll just talk about what we do for avian flu and to keep the flock safe. When we go outside, Max is not allowed to sit on anything, except for me. He can sit on my arm, he can sit on my leg. He cannot sit on any of the furniture. He cannot walk around on the ground. He is not, he's not allowed to come into contact with any wild birds. He does not anyhow, so that's not a concern. But, we're just really careful about where we are. Wild birds steer clear of Max. But fresh air is good. Fresh air is very good. Inside the house, we've got a couple of rabbit filters. And rabbit filters are equipped for Peppa. So we pay a lot of attention to air quality inside the house. Now the rabbit filters are not just there for biosecurity, they're also there because cockatoos and greys are exceedingly dusty. So it helps keep the house clean. What you doing, Betty? But yeah, we just use a lot of care and attention to make sure everything's well cooked. I think people try to get the box off right now. Hey, honey. Max, you have a little bit more eggy. We've got some eggy scraping. Can you grab your phone? Oops, I did that wrong-handed, didn't I? Okay. Hi, honey. Look, there's more eggy in there. You got to be really careful though, because eggy crumbles. Yeah, no, we're super careful with Max's health. We do have an event we're going to today, and it is at a senior center. Now, the one thing about senior centers, they're very, very careful about health. Anytime they have anybody who's sick inside the center, they do quarantine, they'll shut down for visitors, et cetera, et cetera. So they do try to keep things very safe for the seniors. Max usually stays with me on these events, and he'll visit a few people like Brian, but anybody who's handling Max does have their hands well sanitized. Yeah, Max, I know. But yeah, we're just really, really careful. avian flu that's so devastating is it is absolutely deadly to birds. It's not like us getting a regular cold or the flu where we're just sick for a couple of days and we're fine. Avian flu will kill birds. It's got quite a high percentage of fatalities, so very poor outcomes. And the other problem with avian flu, folks, is if one bird gets it, your entire flock gets put down. And that would just be devastating. Right, Max? Yeah. So we're super, super cautious. Yeah. Raw food, definitely concern. I would be a lot more concerned if I had dogs inside the house, especially dogs that go outside, because things like avian flu can get transmitted from other animals and it can get tracked in. We're in Canada, and Canadians, and I always find this boggles my mind, but Canadians don't wear shoes inside the house. You know, shoes are outdoors, so I've got to, you know, when I step inside, I step on a mat that's meant for shoes, and then I take off my outside shoes, and I still wear slippers indoors. Why? I have a flock. I have a flock that likes to throw things on the floor, and after you've stepped on a few things like Legos or nutshells or crunchies or bits of wood that have been shredded and are pointy and give you slivers, you start paying a lot more attention to the floors. So I wear clean slippers indoors, and those don't go outdoors. So I do have a demarcation zone there that I think about. But I mean, you know, I've always done that. You know, I'm Canadian. We don't wear outdoor shoes indoors in our houses. What is it? Is it passed out? Oh, poor Max. Lydia is watching us on the TV, on YouTube, as well as in her room. That's awesome, Lydia. Lydia says, the apple tantrum was watched today as well. My Maxie looks very interested with what you do with that. Yeah, that was quite the video. If you have not seen Max's apple tantrum, easiest way to find it, go to YouTube, go to Max's page, and it will be on our main page because it is our most popular video. The apple tantrum has, I think that's 3.2 million views. Is that right, Max? Is that good? 3.2 million views. And it just boggles my mind. But it's Max having a little bit of a meltdown when he asks for an apple, and I explained to him very calmly that, you know, I don't think you need one right now. Like, it's a conversation you'd have with a toddler. And then he got a little bit demanding, and he wanted his apple, and he made sure that I knew about it, as did the rest of the universe. So yeah, it was a really sweet video. No Bird Love, it's from a couple of years ago, and it is a classic Max. It's it's one of the absolute iconic Max videos. But we don't just have the one apple tantrum. We've got a couple of other tantrum videos as well. We've got his crab apple tantrum, where we were going for a walk in the neighborhood, and he asked me for an apple, and I explained to him that we had to wait until we got home, and then he decided he wanted it soon, and got really upset with me, did some interpretive dance, until I finally noticed that there was a crab apple tree in the yard that was right beside us. Yeah. Humans are not too bright, but Max was keeping a close eye on things. He says, there are apples. I would like to eat apples. And I don't know what's wrong with humans. You keep saying they're at home. They're right here. Yeah. There's another one he threw at Christmas. He decided, you know, talking about Santa and milk and cookies. And Max decided he wanted some milk, and I explained to him he couldn't have any. He was not very happy. What other tantrums have you had, Max? You had the one outside when he did not want to go into bed? Yeah, you got pretty sure in there, didn't you? Yeah, you did not want to come into bed. Let's stay out in the dark. Alex, so glad that you stopped in. Max, can I get a buck, buck, buck? Can I get a buck, buck, buck? A buck, buck, buck. Awesome. Raising King just found the link for that apple tantrum. Oh yeah, birds are so observant. Hey, Max. You look like you fell asleep on one foot. Let's see. Fluff and chops up. 1 foot in the air. Long legs. Yep. Max is looking ready for a quick nap. So I'm just going to let him chill for a couple minutes. It's called a nap attack. Look at that. Just look at that foot. He's just standing there. Huh? Mom? Are you playing statue? You realize there's no food in your foot right now, huh? Okay, Max. Super cute. Super cute. Hey, Zolta. Hi, good afternoon, Charles Park. Yeah, well, you never know what you're going to get with a stream. Right now, Max is just hanging out, kind of calm. He just had some snacks, and now he's ready to chill. His brother, more willing to get a little bit noisy. What you doing, Mango? Mango. Did anybody catch the video this week where Max sings? My goodness, I was surprised. We were hanging out upstairs, and Max was playing on the bed. And sometimes when I'm talking to birds, I'll use a sing-song voice. The flock loves a sing-song voice. I don't have any aspirations to become a singer, probably a good thing, but the flock absolutely loves hearing a sing-song voice. And I was hanging out with Max, and I decided to sing the word awesome to him. Awesome! And he looked at me, thought about it for a minute, and sung it right back to me. And it was a little slower. It was an awesome. He had to think about it, but he got the tonality right. He was definitely mimicking me. He was definitely singing back to me. And my jaw really hit the floor because what he did after that is he thought about it for a minute. And I said, well, that was awesome that you're singing. And he said, yeah, I'm singing. And he gave me his rendition of La La La. And he also sings out Mama. And it's super, super sweet. But he was singing right back to me. And he wanted to sing. So that was pretty, pretty cool. Yeah. And it's always, especially Max, he has such a pretty voice. And did he know what he was doing? Absolutely. He said, oh, you're singing, therefore I will sing. And he quite enjoyed that. The other one that we played this week was a short with him reacting to let me go get the bowl, and we'll see how Max is going to react. Max, you be a good boy. I'm going upstairs. Yeah, you stand there and hold the air nicely for me. I'll be back down in a minute. see the bowl? I'm going to come around here with it. All right, we're going to have a live reaction to the singing bowl. And now what I love about the singing bowls, this one's not the best quality, but what I love about them is if you've ever played with one, you play with it and it's just such a really, really cool tone, right, Max? And when that tone fades away, it's just pure, pure silence. The absolute absence. There's just something about that tone that when it falls away, because it's been ringing in the air and resonating, it just seems so much quieter. Oh yeah, you're watching it, honey. Yeah, it does not sing as long on my hand, does it? What do you think, Mango? Yeah, that was such a pretty sound. Wasn't it, baby? It sure was. Yeah, and you know, you just look at the facial expression there. But when I was playing it upstairs in the bathroom, I think it might have had something to do with the acoustics in the bathroom. Max was really, really reacting to it. Bird Love says that she just watched the apple tantrum and the tantrum for no reason. Yeah, how can you yell without hurting his throat? Oh, thank you, Tico. Tico's mimicking me as I take a sip of coffee. When birds yell, they actually yell just through whistles. All of the noises are made through whistles. They don't have vocal cords like you or I do. Hey, Tango, good to see you. Yeah, so it's just through whistles. What hurts though when Max yells are my ears. My goodness, Max. What a good boy. He said we're having signal issues. Oh, I got T-Cal's attention. welcome bath, honey. Yeah, Max certainly loves his music. I just love how quiet the entire flock gets when I do that. You just stop and look. Jocelyn says cinnamon screams. Yeah, Jocelyn, a cinnamon scream has nothing on a cockatoo scream. Max, the Moluccan cockatoos are the loudest parrot. Lucky me. And they can scream louder than a 747 jet on takeoff. They are loud. Hi, honey. What do you want? Actually, I don't wear earplugs very often. And fortunately, Max does not scream directly into my ear very often. But most of the time, the volume in the house is not the loudest scream they can make. Max understands that there's quieter screams. Sometimes we forget. Oh, you want to do a comb over today? Why don't we do a comb over? There's your comb over. Yes, I just messed up your Saturday, buddy. Want to comb over this way? Okay. We'll do a comb over this way. Ho, ho. There we go. Look at all those feathers. Look at all those feathers. Yeah. Very, very soft. And they still are powdery. They're still powdery, even though you had a bath yesterday, right, Betty? Cool thing about Max in the bath, you can run water over top of him, and the water just beads off of his feathers, and, you know, his back is dry. You pour water on his back is dry. Sits in the water long enough, and his feathers will get wet, which is actually why we, you know, some people say, oh, that water's too deep for Max. No, it's not. What we do when we bathe Max, number one, his personal lifeguard is always sitting right there beside the tub. Treat him just like a toddler in a bathtub. And I let the water come up. And what Max does is he leans forward a bit and tries to keep his tail out of the water. And I just fill up the tub until his tail is sitting on the water, you know, or in the water. Like, he's going to lean forward a bit. But what happens then is all of his chest feathers get wet, so he's in sort of halfway. I can spray him down, he can walk around, and, you know, he at least gets a good soak for his bottom feathers. And I know his vent's going to get cleaned. Yeah, your under fluffies are going to be clean, right, Max? Yes, yes. Doot, 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 doot. Hey, Max. You know what I want to do, honey? I just want to get one toenail that's bugging me. Can I come in and get one toenail? This one toenail here is bugging me. It's too long. It's bugging me. Okay. Now I just take this little nibble off. And I feel as I do it, and I've been doing this long enough, I've got a little bit of a feel for sort of what's the right kind of crunch. And when I'm getting closer to live nail, I want to this one too. I'm just using this one's just a nail grinder, the kind you'd use for a dog. Basically just a Dremel, right, Max? How's your back nails? Oops, sorry, honey. I want to see that nail tail. I just remembered I'm going out with Max. He's going to be sitting in my arms for probably a couple hours. So I do not want those nails rough. Okay, see this one more time. Yeah, okay. Good job. Good job. Mango actually just loves getting his nails done with this nail file. He occasionally will let me clip with these clippers, but not with these clippers. So I have multiple options for doing parrot nails. One time Mango's nails were getting clipped, and apparently they got clipped a little too close to the quick. So if it bleeds, there's a nerve there. And the person who's clipping his nails knew what they were doing, but they just got a little bit too close. Happens to the best of us. And Mango decided at that point he did not trust nail clippers. So Charles and Belle started using a rotary tool to do his nails. And he's okay with that. He'll actually ask me if I'll do his nails late at night. It's his bedtime thing. Hey, Mom, come here. Look, I'm giving you my nails out of the cage. Can you please do them? I don't want to go to bed. He's just like a little kid asking for a buck. He loves the vibration of it, though. It feels good on his foot. And I think he just loves the fact he's getting attention from it. Hi, Linda. Yes, Max is super good. Thank you for the stars, Sylvia. I'm just over on Facebook right now. Oops, just trying to catch up on comments. Oh, goodness. Hi, Denise. Yeah, thank you, Linda. Max's feathers are really, really soft. And when you look closely at them, you'll notice that he has quite a few different colors in them. You know, he's got, they're not white. They're a very pale peach. Underneath his feathers, underneath his tail, underneath his wings, he has various shades of sort of a warm yellow, sort of a goldenrod, a little bit of an orangey yellow. Top of his head, he has the beautiful, beautiful salmon-colored feathers. But even the feathers on his body, I mean, they're sort of this peachy, pinkish tone, and that actually really sets him off from other cockatoos. But one thing I've noticed, oh, we got stars from Linda too. Thank you, Linda. One thing I've noticed about Max and his feathers, and I compare him to Mango. Mango's got more orangish tones. And when you look at other molluscans like our friend Barney, you start looking at the feather colors, and all of the feathers are slightly different shades. Barney's a lot more like Mango in terms of coloration. Max is a little bit whiter. How can you fall asleep with your brother singing? I know, Max. Yeah. Hi, Angie. Sylvia says she's got 3 in different sizes. I'm going to assume you mean singing bowls. Happy Saturday, everybody over on Facebook. It's good to see you, Sylvia. Yolanda. Awesome. Okay. So let's see if we can quiet Tikal. Wow, that works well. All of a sudden it's quiet. Yeah. So yeah, so we have a few fun videos this week, and we've got some really fun stuff coming up this week. We've got a really special collaboration with a special friend of ours. You're going to have to watch for it. Yeah, we're super excited about it. It's taking us a little bit longer to edit than we wanted. Sometimes some of the collaboration vids where we do a bunch of editing, they take a long time to edit. You know, it's finding the right clips to go in, getting everything cut the right way. Yeah. Oh my goodness, Marco says, ringneck parrots in my neighborhood, a flock of around 10. That is amazing. You know what always gets me is anytime I go somewhere like, you know, I was in the UK, and this is years ago, but I was walking through London. I mean, I was just in one of their beautiful, beautiful parks, and I spotted a bird in the tree, and my first thought was, oh my gosh, somebody's bird got out. And I'm thinking, okay, well, I'm away from home, but how do I have someone recapture? How do I reconnect them? I then noticed this bird had a whole bunch of friends, and they were probably not a tame bird. But, you know, you go places and you'll see ringnecks wild in the trees. It's just incredible. Birdlove says their crows are black with kind of purple sheen. We also have common grackles, which are black but a beautiful blue sheen. Yeah. Yeah, we've got crows and ravens here. And the black is so black, it's sort of got those blues and purples in it. It's very iridescent. It's amazing how many colors are in black. Yeah, where is French Paul today? Yeah, Birdlove says, talking about the robins pulling up earthworms from their yard. So awesome. Bonjour, Liddy. Bonjour, Linda. Yeah, I don't have very good French, but hey, I try. Yeah, you know, here, you know, we have the first day of spring. We're still getting some cold weather. Still getting the sprinkle of snow overnight, still dropping below freezing. We had some nice weather this week that we were able to pop outside. We did a couple of surprise pop-up streams with Max in a couple of afternoons. Was that Wednesday afternoon and Thursday afternoon? We just did those on YouTube. When we do a pop-up like that, we're using a cell phone and we can only go on one channel. We cannot go on both YouTube and Facebook when we do that. We tend to do the streaming on YouTube. Why? It's a little bit easier. We can see comments fairly easily from the cell phone. We get more viewers for the live streams on YouTube, so it's about how many people can we reach. And even if you are on Facebook, you can access YouTube. But a lot of people on YouTube are not on Facebook. So while we do have both channels, you know, we do sometimes favor YouTube a bit for the pop-up live stream, but we do have occasional pop-ups on Facebook as well. And those ones are a bit of an exclusive to Facebook. So yeah, we just have some special pop-ups here and there. Right, Max? It's kind of fun. But this one's a regularly scheduled Saturday stream. Right, Max? Oh my goodness. Oh, Marco, of course, is talking about the Netherlands and the ringnecks surviving the Dutch weather. You know, I traveled to the Netherlands a few years ago. When I worked with the airline, that was actually great because I was able to do things like flight standby, which basically means either our airline or codeshare partners, because I was staffed, if they had a spare seat that was not sold, I could book it for a lot cheaper. And there's no guarantees when you fly standby. You know, you can get bumped anytime until the plane is pulled back from the gate. But yeah, but when I flew into Amsterdam, it was kind of funny because I was flying standby, and it was an all-nighter. I mean, I was jet lagged when I got there. It was, I'd basically flown all night. I don't sleep too well on planes. I think most people don't. But I got there, and the first thing I wanted to do was go down to central Amsterdam. I hadn't figured out where I was staying for the night yet. Usually I'd figure that out after I landed. But I knew that the first thing to do was to go get a train ticket and head downtown. So that's exactly what I did. So I went to the transit, and I walked up to one of the kiosks, and I grabbed my credit card, and I traveled with 2 credit cards, for security, just in case. So I walk up to the machine with my first credit card, and I put it in the machine, and I select what I want to purchase. I type in my PIN. Oh, oops. Did I confuse PIN? Must have confused PIN. So I try it again, and it looks at me and says, yeah, I don't think so. So I think about it for a minute, and I try the other PIN. And the card looks at me and says, you got one more try. And I'm thinking, oh, this is ridiculous. So I punch in a PIN again. Bop, bop, beep, bop. And the card looks at me and says, congratulations, you've been locked out. So I'm now standing in Amsterdam, landed a few minutes ago, and I've got down to the one credit card. So I gingerly pull my other credit card out of my pocket, I stick it in, I give it my code, and the machine looks at me and says, nope. So I walk away from that machine, I go to the next machine, and I try it again. And the machine looks at me and says, nope. I now walk up to an actual person who's selling tickets. I've got a little bit of cash, and I think to myself, well, the best thing I can do right now is pay cash, go downtown, find a bank machine, get myself some more cash, and figure this out. I'm probably going to have to call the credit card company and see what's going on. So fair enough. So I've got a card now that's actually telling me I got one more try before it gets locked out. And they're going, this is not good. I'm in Amsterdam, and the birds are a long ways away, and I'm traveling solo. So I go to find myself a place to stay, and I discover very quickly that the places to stay, because it's like, if I've got a place to sort of park my luggage and camp, then I can make some phone calls, I can figure everything out. Well, guess what? The hotels are not too happy when I walk in and say, yeah, I'm hoping to book cash, my credit card's not working. They're saying, no, you need a working credit card. This is a problem. So I actually find a really, really seedy motel that's happy to grab my cash. I was not happy with it, but that's okay. I got a place. Problem 1 solved. I found a bank machine and found some cash. At least my bank machine pin was working. And I got on the phone with the credit card company. First called the credit card company for the one that locked me out. They said, no problem, Nicole. We'll send a new credit card to your house, and it should be there in 4 to 6 weeks. And I said, yeah, that is a problem. I happen to be in the Netherlands right now. Oh, are you having a nice vacation? Yes, but I need a credit card. Yeah, is it ready for you when you get home? Not so good. So I called the next credit card company. No problem. They can send a card to a bank that I can pick up for the next day. But it'll be a brand new card. It'll be a brand new number. And I realized I needed to keep this number live because my standby flight tickets were on it. And if flying back, so I grabbed my standby tickets for that one as well. Flying back, I got bumped. I'd have to do a refund onto my original form of payment and then rebook. So I kind of needed to keep that credit card live. So we talked about it, and they said, well, the best thing we can do for you then, ma'am, is put a flag on your card that says that your PIN is not working. Don't try your PIN again. And just tell everybody to contact MasterCard and confirm with them, and we'll verbally confirm with them that your PIN is not working. Okay, great. And I'm still confused. You know, what just happened? And I'm not too happy because I'm a good ways away from home. So I ended up traveling, paying cash. If I wanted to book a hotel, I'd book it online. Even sitting in a lobby of a place I wanted to stay, I would book it online. I'd walk up. They'd need my credit card. I'd say my PIN's not working. And they'd have to call the credit card company and get confirmation of that. And the hotels were not too happy about a non-working PIN. But it did work. I mean, it did work for me. And I was able to do everything I needed to do, got home, went to the bank, reset the PIN, and I said to the teller, I said, yeah, it's the strangest thing. I don't know how I managed to lock myself out. And she asked me, she said, how many digits with your PIN? I said, well, 6. And she started laughing. And I'm going, okay, what's so funny? And she said, oh, a lot of countries only allow you to have a 4-digit PIN. So as soon as you hit 4 digits, it would say that's all the digits you have for your PIN. And a 4-digit PIN is never going to match a 6-digit PIN. Okay, it makes perfect sense. I was so secure, I secured myself out of my credit card. But yeah, that was a fun trip, wasn't it, to Max? But yeah. Yeah. Over security. Over security. But apparently I'm not the only person who did that. Oh, Bird Love says lots of daffodils. Oh, Marie, I'm always going to be on YouTube. Always going to be on YouTube. You can't get rid of me that easy. Now, when I was talking about Facebook, I was talking about live streams and occasionally doing live streams on Facebook. And that's for the pop-ups only. Who's noisy? Okay. Distract Cal with a bite of food. Yeah, Max is feeling pretty chill right now, so I mean, it's a little bit of story time. That's okay. We can walk around and tell stories. You know, Bird Love, I thought it was a funny story because, yeah, it was stressful. And yes, I had my backup credit card with me, and I almost talked about it too. But, yes, bird breath. Cow. Are you having fun? All right, let's test the theory. Carrie and Bird Love, we're trying to connect. I love that some of our flocks do connect with people outside of the channel. That's so cool. You know, people are striking up some friendships. I know some people are flying out to Calgary, coming out to Calgary this year to visit Max. And we've got a few people who look like they're going to be traveling at the same time, which is super cool. Right, Max? Oh, you don't want that piece of pasta, huh? No. No. Oh, you're just a musical boy today, aren't you? Yeah. Hey, buddy. How you doing? Yes, yes. just love how that tone is quieting down the flock. I might have a new secret weapon. Yeah. No, but if you are traveling to Calgary, you know, and you know you're from out of town, I'll definitely try and meet up with you. You know, it's something we do, especially for regular flockers, because I interact with so many of you so often. We chat in live streams. I see your comments. I comment back, and it sort of feels like I get to know some of you, which is super, super cool. That Bird Love says that she has travels with at least one backup credit card. Some take Visa and not MasterCard and vice versa. Absolutely. Yeah. I travel with a backup just because I'm paranoid. Yes, I know. Yeah, T-Cal's is so funny when he gets going with bird breath. Right, buddy? Right? So Max, are you excited about your trip today? We're going to go to visit some seniors and teach them about birds. Those trips are always so much fun. Yes. It'll be quiet when I'm gone, Tico, I promise. I'm taking one of the noisy boys with me. Tico's looking at me saying, why don't you take both? Yes. Your friend Brian's going to be there. Your other friends from Parrot Club. Yeah, and a whole bunch of people who are really eager to meet you. What do you want to wear? What color harness? Oh, you're going to take a big nap before we go. That's really smart, Max. Very smart, Max. Oh, I just love how he's just sitting with the long blinks and just taking a little bit of a nap. You know, it's actually just so very, very sweet. Yeah. You don't want that, huh? Okay. Put that down. What do you think? You're just chilling. You're just chilling. Oh, long, long blinks. Those time change stuff's hard on you, isn't it? It's your nap time, and I'm busy trying to stream. Oh. Big blinks. You notice how the eye closest to the camera sort of, it's partially lidded, and it's getting to close slowly. The brother's asleep. That was rude, buddy. Don't interrupt the sleeping brother. Yeah, it's got a number of people talking about traveling now. And I think, you know, it's always kind of fun with the streams because we'll sometimes chat about things and we go off on tangents. I've been to most of the States. I've gone on a motorcycle trip, going through most of the States, multiple trips. Right, Max? Yeah? What do you think you're doing? Hi. You look like you're ready for nappers. What was that? I don't know what just fell. Did anybody see what just fell? I know. I'm going to have to review that footage, Max. But I heard the sound of something loud hitting Max's, the base under Max's purse. I know, it was noisy. And it was big and it was loud. And there's nothing sitting there that could have made that noise. I don't recall Max having anything in his foot that he dropped. I'm wondering if Mango tossed something at Max from his cage. I don't put it past Mango. Mango does stuff like that. But yeah, that was pretty cool. Max, would you like me to cut some wood? Hey, buddy, do you want me to cut you a piece of wood? You can have a nice chew. I think this one's good for one more chew. Okay, I'm going to put my foot down on it. Yeah. All right, this one's going to be an interesting shape, okay, honey? So you see Mango, am I cutting you some wood? Do you see Max? Is it going to be wood? You know what? It's almost warm enough out there that we can start doing setting up to cut wood properly outside, hon. Put down the tarp. So I've got 2 pieces of wood. This one's for Mango. He's going to love it. Look at those knots in it. And this one is for Max. Interesting shape. Okay. Hi, Magoo. Hi, Mango. 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 Hi. Okay. Yeah, one one good chew. Dennis. You know, Linda, that scared me. Did anybody see what happened? Like, I was minding my own business and suddenly boom. And suddenly boom. Buddy? With Mango tossing a block. My goodness. You got your own block, buddy. Good job, buddy. Good job. And Mango, I saw you toss your block. Where'd it go? Where did it go? Can I pick up your block for you, honey? I'm going to show everybody this block, but I've got another block for you. Are you waiting? Here, how's this block? Block, not fingers. So I just want to show you the block that Mango is working on. That's a bigger block, but this one's kind of cool because this block has those knots in it. And you'll notice that it's also got new branches where the knots are. What, you want that one now? Okay. Okay, honey. I guess you can have that one. I'll cut Mango more. Mango gets mad at you for that, he's got a good reason to. That's Mango's big block. Oh, Mango. What do we say about noise? Yeah, you can see that there's a branch in there at the bottom. That's what happens when you have knots in wood. Max is trying to figure out the knot. Now the knot's much harder wood too. This Max did not jump at that one. You know why Max did not jump that time? because he knew he was dropping something that was going to make noise. He understands cause and effect. But yeah, that was a really, really cool one to chew on, Max. I'm proud of you for that. I'm just going to go back into comments and see if we've got any more questions. Thought maybe that good chew would be a fun way to end the stream. What do you think, Max? Hey, you gonna climb up, honey? What you doing? Climb up. Honey, climb up. Up. Max? Climb up and I'll pick it up for you. Yeah, let's show everybody this one. You can see that there was a knot there. The knot's on the other side. And Max is busy on that one. Yeah, Barbara, if you want to send us something, just message us. Message us and ask for information. Carrie's birthday is on June 30th. Max is celebrated July 1st. That is so awesome. That's really awesome, Max. Mango! Oh, you want the smaller block, okay. Easier to hold, huh? Awesome, Max. You're doing great. Max used to insist that his blocks were all a very uniform size. Wait, let me just go grab one of Max's usual blocks. And we actually used to purchase these for him. And we did a box, we buy a couple of boxes a year. We didn't have to do any cutting, but it was this size. No, we're not going to give you that one right now, honey, but much smaller compared to what he's now tackling. I'm going to put this one over here. It's your brother's, honey. Your brother's got a smaller beak than you. Congratulations, the big size. Mom, I want the small one. Poor Max. So tough to be a bird. Well, I'm just going to do one more roundup of comments. Yeah, Mango has so many different noises. Yeah, that was a good clump. Max, stay up, honey. Yeah, I want to thank everybody for joining us. Paul, good to see you today. Deborah. Linda, Sylvia, Janice, Yolanda. Oh, Lori, Jean from Facebook says it's stars. Sylvia says, I hope my cards work in Calgary. Oh, they should. Yeah, Max is tired. He's ready for a nap right now. His brother is ready for party time. And Mango's a little bit upset because I just gave Max that other big piece of wood. Yeah. Oh my goodness, Max. Max is ready for nappers. Yeah. So we got stars from Linda, Sylvia, and Lori. So awesome. That was on Facebook, and I'm just hopping over to YouTube for a minute to catch up on comments. Oops, where'd YouTube go? I am so glad you made the stream. So glad you made the stream. Yes, it can be a bit of a jungle here sometimes. Miss Linus, we're actually going to, after the stream, Max is going to take a bit of a nap because we're going out this afternoon and it's a lot of excitement. Oh, it was so fun to have you here today, Melissa. Miss Linus, I sent you a message. I thought you said that you'd shared some photos with me and I cannot find them for the life of me. So maybe, Miss Linus, you can connect with me via email. maxthemalukkan@gmail.com, or just go to our website, www.maxthemalukkan.com, and send us a message there. There's a messaging page. It's so fun to hang out with everybody on a social Saturday. As I said, Max is still not too sure. Oh, look at him, dear guy. He's just standing there one-footed, the other one holding air. He's definitely tired and ready for a nap. But yeah, he's going to take a nap, and then we'll go out, and he'll see his friend Brian and have a party at the senior center. Yeah. Good to see you today, Marco. This one says Google Photos has pics. Oh, so if I search for Max on Google Photos? Or did you upload it to your Google Photos? Either way, Miss Linus, can you email me? That'd be cool. Yeah. Awesome. Well, folks, it was fun to hang out with you. Max just went and grabbed himself one more block. Love the way he just reached down and picked that up. It's like, Mom, if you're not going to pick it up for me, I will help myself. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You're really enjoying those blocks, aren't you, Max? Funny thing is, the big blocks like that, if I give him one of the big blocks like that in his cage, he'll ignore it. He wants the smaller slices in his cage. He's a little bit of a goose. Yeah. Well, we'll probably have some senior center videos next week. We're going to have a really fun collab video next week as well. So that's going to be fun. But thank you everybody for joining us today. Thank you for the comments, the likes. Thank you for following us. Big shout out to our supporters, both on Facebook and YouTube. Thank you for the stars, super stickers, super chats. My goodness. Yeah, I think Max is saving his energy for the senior center. Uh-oh. Hey, Max. So I'm going to put him down for a bit of a nap, and then we're going to head out to go visit the seniors and see some of our friends. Yeah, Max? everybody has a wonderful afternoon. Bok, bok, everybody. Good job, Bex. Yeah, I'm just ending the streamies. Thank you, Facebook friends. Appreciate everybody.